Quite better.
Good evening, everyone. I would invite Kevin sir to start the session.
Good evening.
Good evening, dear students. So last class, first and foremost, was your weekend test this? Did you do well? Dear students, did you do your weekend test well? Any doubts with regard to the questions that you had faced during the test? Hello. Dear students, can you respond? Am I audible to everyone, dear students?
Yes, sir.
How was the weekend test? Was there any questions that you found difficult to answer, or are any doubts you have got with regard to the questions? Hmm?
Sir, they reached last weekend test only, sir.
That's what. Was there any doubt? No doubts. I got any doubt, etc. and so on with regard to the last weekend test. We had some questions. Kindly unmute the mic when it's required. On my part, because I may not be able to give my full energy and speak. So kindly cooperate for another 2 days. So if you have no doubt, say yes, then we shall proceed ahead with our the straight lines. So is it okay? You can put a chat. Okay, sir. Yes, we shall proceed ahead. If it is okay, I can also see your chat messages. So if you're okay, we can continue with our class. There is one is left out. Malandow's theorem. Take explanation. So this so we shall keep that Sevas theorem. Sevas theorem I already explained, but we'll revise it. Already a long gap is there. So Sevas theorem. For meantime, we'll proceed with your next topic. Already we finished. Already part of we already finished that. So angle between the straight lines. We are learning the straight lines. If the angle between two lines, let us say, if theta is acute angle, let us say, if this is one line, this is one line, there is some angle here between these two. That is acute angle. That theta is equal, and theta is equal to m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus 1 anto. So this is angle between two lines formula. Lines intersect at one point, and I make some angle theta. Since this one, I don't spend much time on this one, so we'll go to the next topic. This only some important notes you know. There is line here. There is one line equation. X plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. There is another one line a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now there are two lines a1x plus b1y is equal to 0. And one more line x plus b2y plus 0. These two lines are making some angle. So this is the equation of I take this as my equation. This is another. So if this is my equation of a1 a equation of e1 x plus b1 y this line and this is like
Sir, your voice is not
Hello.
clear, sir.
Sir, your
Then
voice is not clear, sir.
hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
So when two lines are given in the standard general form, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, then the angle between those two lines are given in the form of cos theta is equal to 2 plus b2 by root a square plus b square and b2 square plus b2 square. This is also the formula that we'll be studying in 3D geometry. Please take this very carefully. Same thing when it comes to 3D geometry, also we'll be studying the same formula. Of course, 3D geometry will be using some vectors. I think 3D geometry is not this year. We'll be studying next year. So that there also will be using the same formula there. Cos theta is equal to. So this formula is very important from the point of view of straight lines, 2D geometry, from the point of view of 3D geometry also. So when two lines are given generally in a general equation form, then the angle between them is not tan theta, rather cos theta is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square. And same thing can also be taken in the form of tan theta for the same two equations. Tan theta is equal to a1 b2 minus a2 b1 by a1 a2 plus b1 b2. Sometimes if the angle is acute, we can take the supplementary of the angle. The supplementary of the angle, if theta is the angle, means the supplementary will be pi minus theta. You know the supplementary and complementary angles, what you studied in class 5 or class 6? Complementary angle, supplementary angle. That is what they're telling. If theta is my angle, the other angle is a supplement of the theta, that is pi minus theta. Now next slide. Next thing, okay, given it complicated, I'll make it much more simple for you. Forget about what is all given here. I'll make it very simple for you. Let's just listen to my definition. In a book, it is given what's more difficult, little complicated. So listen here, just that's all. Okay. Okay, listen here. We'll go for this one. Okay, I take a pen. Now, let us take. Now there are two lines. As we told, there are two lines. One line is somewhere like this, and another one is somewhere like this. Somewhere, maybe not be like this. Can be anywhere also. Why is only always x is there? Can be like this also, no problem. So and they are making some angle theta. This line has got slope m1. This line has got slope m2. Then there is something called slope m of both the lines, which is equally inclining to both the to axis. That's what they're telling. The slope m of a line, which is equally inclined with two intersecting lines of slope m1 and m2. See, now there is one line m1 with slope, there's another one slope m2. These two lines will equally incline with the line with the slope m. Then that is given by m1 minus m by 1 plus m1 m into m1 is equal to m minus m2 by 1 plus m into m2. Means two lines having a slope, different slope m1 and m2, which are equally inclining with another one line of slope m, that can be given, that m can be given by using this concept. Often this is used when we discuss regarding the next chapter, a pair of straight lines. We'll be using two straight lines. That time we'll be using this concept. So this is also an important formula we'll be using in the next chapter very often. Just a minute. This is but same thing when instead of giving slope of the line, just now I told you there are two lines here. Let us say there are two lines there. Just now I told you that there are two lines here. Where is that lines? Just now I told you the previous diagram. One line is like this and one line is like this. This line slope is m1 empty. Instead of giving this line slope m1, they'll extend this line to here and they'll extend this line somewhere. Just a minute. Oh, it is going like this. Just a minute. What we'll do, we'll clear this one and we'll draw it again. So what thing is, let us say if this is my x and y axis, means if there is one line here, one line is like this, what they're telling is they will extend this line and make it to incline with the x-axis. Again, they will extend this line and they will make it to incline the x-axis. They're taking this angle alpha. And with the help of alpha, they're getting tan alpha. What is this tan alpha? What do you mean by tan alpha or tan of some angle in straight lines? You can text a message also if you are finding difficult to unmute, no problem. You can text a message also. You can comment. I can see your comments. What is this tan alpha? No, I'm asking tan alpha with regard to straight lines. What does tan alpha refer to, Bhavana? You are saying with regard to trigonometry. I'm asking with regard to straight lines. If you just analyze with the previous concept, of course, it's a basic concept.
Slope. Slope.
Very good. So in straight lines, when we have an angle and that angle tangent we take, that means tan of the angle alpha, theta, or phi or something, gives the slope of that line. The first concept of slope is equal to m tan theta. So they're telling the two lines are making an angle alpha with the x-axis. Then this what is this called? This lines is by the same line of m1 and m2, we are taking tan alpha. That's all. This is again will be used the next. So just now we studied the angle. With regard to angle itself, we studied four things. Normal formula tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Then we say the second cos theta is equal to a1 into plus b1 b2 by root of a1 square plus b1 square into a2 square plus b2 square. And tan theta is equal to a1 2 minus b2 a1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1 divided by a1 a2 plus b1 b2. We studied with regard to two lines would equal in one line m. Then that is m by m1 minus m by 1 plus m by 1 is equal to m minus m2 divided by m plus m into m. Similarly, instead of we are taking it as tan alpha. Now comes the very important topic. Kindly, what is this called as listen. This is very important. In two lines. Line. Line a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. When these lines are parallel, the condition a1 by equal to a1 by same code will be there in place, so there will be so then I will learn what is going for direction construction. What to do, you can just a minute. What you can do is you can learn it normal. Yes. A1x plus B1y plus C1 just a minute first. Just a minute. Right, please. Okay, just a minute. We will go to the same topic. Position of point is not concurrent. Okay, this is the thing that we are discussing. Two lines are there, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now, if two lines are parallel, sir, no,
Excuse me, sir.
no. Yes, I am audible. Yes, sir. Tell, sir.
Sir, your voice is not clear and your screen is not visible, sir.
Screen is not visible. Now,
No, sir.
is it visible on screen?
No,
Just a
sir.
minute.
No, sir.
Okay, just a minute. So, is it visible? Just a minute. I will share the screen one second. Document. Is it visible now, sir?
No, sir.
Arun sir, is it visible now?
Sir, it's not visible.
Arun sir, is it visible now?
No,
Yeah, it's now being shared, sir, but not visible, sir.
Just a minute. Then I'll go for normal sharing the screen. Okay. You must share the screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible now.
Yes, sir.
Your screen is visible now.
Okay.
But your voice is breaking a bit, sir.
Hopefully, the voice. Hello.
Voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Hello, dear students. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir, but your screen is not visible.
No, I have not shared this one. I have to share the screen now.
All right, sir.
Okay. Mm, Let us see. We will share the document. If it is not, we will go for screen. Is it visible now, dear students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll come to the concept here. Very important topic. This one, basing on this one, we'll be getting a lot of match the following questions. Listen carefully. Two lines are given. A1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. A2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. When do we say two lines are parallel? Means when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b1 means x coefficient and y coefficient are should be proportional. When the x coefficient and y coefficient are proportional, or when x coefficient and y coefficient are in some ratio, then we say that lines are parallel. When do we say that lines are coinciding? That means one line is sitting on the other. Coinciding means what? Coincide. If this is my line L1, my L2 is also on this line only, L2. So both my L1 and L2 are coinciding. Co means together, in. Together inside means they are on side. Means both are coinciding. That means both, instead of being separate parallel, it is coming and sitting on this one, coinciding on this one. For that one, what is the condition they're telling is if two lines are coinciding, that means one is becoming the other. L1 is becoming like L2. When will it happen? When A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means even the constant will also be proportional. If constant is not proportional, then it is a parallel line. That constant will give a distance. That means that constant will give me the distance between these two lines. If that constant is also proportional, then this fellow will come and sit here. Do you understand the difference between a parallel line and a coinciding lines? And when do we say that two lines are perpendicular means then a1, a2 plus b1, b2 is equal to 0. That means the coefficients of x and y, if you multiply and add them, should become 0. This is also an important condition we'll be using in the 3D geometry again. This condition also will be using in 3D geometry. This also will be using in 3D geometry. If two lines are perpendicular, then a1, a2 plus b1, b2 will be equal to, that means the coordinates of x and y, if you multiply and add them, they will be equal to 0. Then last D, when two lines are equally inclined with x-axis, that means let us clear all my diagrams. So let us say two lines equally inclined with x-axis. Some line, one line is like this somewhere, then another one line is somewhere, it is like this, equally inclined. Means angle is same, but of different thing. Then like that, when we say that it is equally inclined with x-axis, then that becomes a1 by a2 is equal to minus b1 by b2. If this condition is satisfied, then we can say that lines are equally inclined with x-axis. These are four important conditions to describe what kind of lines are. Again, we'll be taking these two conditions in the next line also, next chapter also, pair of straight lines. A very important topic with regard to this chapter. Next chapter also, with regard to 3D geometry also. Please take note. So only I share this document. At least if you are finding difficult to write, you can take screenshot. Because some of you are not writing. That's what I come to know when I analyze the class. So if those who are not writing, at least take the screenshot. But after taking the screenshot, make sure you write in the book. Because screenshot will be somewhere in the gallery. You have to search. In the book, it is always there. That's the reason. Only I share this half copy of this chapter. Next comes the important topic. A very interesting topic of all the straight lines is triangle and quadrilateral. So this is very important. Basing on the straight lines, often this concept of question from this topic is asked, both in mains and advanced. Even in AIC exam also. The first one, now there are three lines. L1 is equal to 0, L2 is equal to 0, L3 is equal to 0. Means three line equations. That is a A1 x plus B1 y c is equal to 0. The general equation of form no, is equal to 0. L2 is equal to 0. L3 is equal to 0. From these things, the ratio, how the triangle is formed from these three lines in the ratio. One line is just a minute. Let us say now there L1, L2, L3 are three lines are there. Now with these three lines, we are getting one triangle. Let us say like this one, we are getting this is L1. Equation will be A1x plus B1 y plus C1 is equal to 0. This is L2. Equation may be A2x plus B2 y plus C2 is equal to 0. This is L3 may be A3x plus B3y plus C3 is equal to 0. So what happens when this is there? How this triangle sides are formed? In what ratio? That is what is given here. When three lines are forming the triangle, three lines are forming the sides of a triangle. In what ratio these sides are? In what ratio? This is the ratio. Root of a1 square plus b1 square into determinant of a2, b2, a3, b3. That is 2. E is 2 means ratio. E is 2. Root of a square plus a2 square plus b2 square into determinant of a3, b3 by a1, b1 is 2. Root of a cube plus b cube, a3 square plus b3 square into determinant of a1, b1 by a2, b2. So when this is the ratio in which these three lines are making the sides. So it means what is the ratio of my sides? My sides ratio may be 1:2:3. Sometimes my sides ratio may be 3:2:4. How you find this ratio of this triangle when it is made by this thing? This is found by using this formula. Excuse me. Now next one is also very important thing. Listen carefully. Next one is also very important thing. So now we have got four lines. Two parallel to these two lines are parallel. Another two lines are parallel. These two parallel lines, distance between these two parallel lines is d1. That is AX plus BY plus C1 is equal to 0. AX plus BY plus C2 is equal to 0. Last time itself when I explained 2D geometry, parallel line equation is given by AX plus BY plus C1. And second parallel line equation is given by AX2 plus BY2. Sorry, not AX2. Sorry. AX plus BY plus C2 is equal to 0. Plus BY plus C2 is equal to 0. The only thing that is changing in parallel lines is this constants. In the previous thing also we discussed the same thing. So these two lines are parallel. AX plus BY plus C1 and AX plus BY plus C2. These two lines are parallel. And the distance between these two parallel lines means, let us say if these two lines are parallel. Let us say if these two lines are parallel, this means this distance is D1. There's another two lines are parallel in this side. That distance is D2. That is I'm showing the other side. So another line is A1x plus B1y plus K1, A1x plus B1y plus K2. So only again here also constant is changing. These two lines are parallel and these two parallel lines distance is d2. That is what they are telling is two lines are parallel and another two lines are parallel. So this distance is d1 and this parallel distance. From here to here the parallel distance is d2. When that is there, when like that four lines are there in which two lines are parallel, d1 and d2 is given. How to find that the four lines is a square or rhombus or rectangle or parallelogram? If it is a square, the distance, the parallel distance, the length distance and the distance is equal. D1 is equal to D2. That means this distance and this distance is equal in square. And also that A1 plus B1 will be is equal to 0. That is the condition for square. Condition for rhombus, again, D1 is equal to D2 is equal to same. But A1 plus B1 is not equal to 0. Only then we can say the four lines are rhombus. If it is a rectangle, this distance and this distance should not be equal. D1 should not be equal to D2 because we know that in rectangle D2 is bigger than D1 or D1 is bigger than D2. So one has to be bigger. Therefore, D1 should not be equal to D2. Also, let's satisfy one more condition. A1 plus B1 should be equal to 0. Only then we can call that as rectangle. For parallelogram, same thing. Let us say if this is my parallelogram, one side is more, one side is less. That means either D1 should be equal, D1 should be greater or D2 should be greater. So in that way, D1 is not equal to D2. Just a minute, sorry. D1 is not equal to D2. At the same time, it also should not fulfill the condition A1 plus B1 is not equal to 0. So when these conditions are fulfilled, then we can say that our what is this called as our four lines are a parallelogram. You understand how to find the given four lines are square, rhombus, rhombus, rectangle, and parallelogram. For square and rhombus, it has satisfied condition d1 is equal to d2. But for square, a1 plus b1 should be equal to 0. For rhombus, it should not be equal to 0. Whereas for rectangle and parallelogram, d1 should not be equal to d2. But whereas for rectangle, it should satisfy a1 plus b1 is equal to 0. And a2 plus b2
Sir, your voice is
equal to
not
0
clear.
for. Now finding the area of the triangle. How to find the area of a triangle? This triangle. You know, area of it, y1, y2, x1, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Determinant form and a lot of other forms we learned. But what is the area of a triangle when it is given in the form of a, what is it called as intercept form? Of course, we have solved some problems earlier also. And after solving the problem, I gave a general formula. I don't know whether you have written basics of 2D geometry. The first chapter we discussed in geometry, we did some 2-3 problems there. And one problem was a very lengthy problem. I think we had to find some incenter or circumcenter of this one. For that, we have to do a lot of things. After doing everything, then I told generally, if you know this formula, I can do easily without all this what is called as gymnastics and so on. Okay, no problem. If you have forgotten, we'll write it now. So x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. That means it's intercept form. It is like this. So this distance is a, this distance is b, and this is the hypotenuse. So when this is when this line is making a triangle, that is, this line equation is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. When this line is making an triangle, the area of the triangle is equal to half into modulus of AB. Very important formula. Most of the chapters, most of the MCQs, most of the times we'll be using this formula. Especially in basics of 2D, we'll be using this formula. And now they ask you to find incenter, circumcenter, orthocenter. Sometimes they give the line equation and say find incenter, circumcenter, and so on. Very important topic. Just a minute. Now, second thing, that is the first one. Second one, when that line equation is given, ax plus by plus c is given, then how to find the area of triangle? When the line equation ax plus by plus c is given, the area of triangle is found out by c square. Area of triangle is found out by c square is equal to 2 by mod of AB. C square is equal to we are using for when the line equation ax plus by plus c is given. If the rhombus equation is given like this, that is, when the rhombus equation, when they give the line equation of rhombus in this form, a of mod x plus b of mod y plus c is equal to 0. When they say like this equation is the equation of rhombus, then find the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is 4 into area of D. What is this area of D? Area of D means the area of enclosed by this particular line. This rhombus is made up of like this now 1, 2, 3, 4. Only then you'll get a rhombus. So this line's area enclosed by this is called as one part of D. When you multiply with 4 parts, then you get that what is this called as rhombus area. That is what they will do is they'll give only one line. They'll give you only one line. That is, they say that the rhombus, what they tell for you is the question is on. They tell that this is what a line made by a line made a line equation cutting the axis, and this is making a rhombus. We know that for rhombus, it has to get cutting the 4 axes equal in all the directions. That means if they are giving this equation means I am getting the area of this one. Let me take it as D means. So it should be D1 into D2 into D3 into D4 means D1 plus D2 plus D3 plus D4 means 4 times the D. Because all the area is same. Because it cut. When do we say rhombus? So only in the rhombus we told D1 is equal to D2. That is this distance and this distance both are same. That happens when the line is cutting equally. That means I am getting an again intercept form in the general form. So the formula there becomes 4 into. So I'll explain to you how we are getting this formula. So 4 into the formula of this triangle. So 4 into this 4 into c square by 2 into AB. This 2 ones are this 2 get cancelled. So left out is 2c square by mod of AB. That's how we get this formula for area of rhombus. Now area of triangle. Let us say now triangle is made by 3 different lines. Still now we saw the triangle, almost like still now we saw the right angle triangle. Till now we saw the right angle triangle. So it is till now the triangle that we saw was like this. This one also same thing, this one also same thing, this one also same thing. Now they are telling you are getting a triangle somewhat like this. This is made by L1 line, this is made by L2 line, this is made by L3 line. So all the 3 lines are making a triangle. That is L1 line is made up of A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. L2 line is making of A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. And L3 is making of A3x plus B3y plus C3 is equal to 0. Then how to find the area of triangle? The area of triangle is found out by delta square by you can say delta square or del anything. Delta square or del operator anything. Delta square by 2 into lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3. You can take it as instead of delta, you can take it as del square by 2 into lambda 1 plus into lambda 2 into lambda 3. So you should know what is this del, what is this lambda 1, what is this lambda 2, and what is this lambda 3. Del is nothing but this is 1. A1, this is the value of del. That is this one. This is the value of del. You find this value and square it. This is the value of lambda 1. This is the value of lambda 2. This is the value of lambda 3. It's like same thing what we do for determinant expansion. So when a triangle is given like this instead of a right angle triangle with the 3 different line equations, then the area is found out by del square by 2 into mod of lambda 1, lambda 2 into lambda 3. What is this del square? What is this del and lambda? Del is the determinant of A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. Lambda 1 is equal to A2, B2, A3, B3. lambda 2 is equal to a1 b1 a3 b3, lambda 3 is equal to a1 b1 a2 b2. So respectively, each one is getting cancelled. Means for L1 we don't take 1, for L2 we don't take a2 b2, for L3 we don't take a3 b3. So that's how. We'll discuss one more thing, then I think one more formula is there of area of triangle. Once that is over, tomorrow we'll discuss on area of parallelogram, area of rectangle and so on, rhombus and so on. For timing, we'll discuss only one more formula on area of triangle. If I'm getting my triangle again, if my triangle is getting by 3 lines, now the line equation is in the form of y is equal to m1x plus c1, y is equal to m2x plus c2 plus y is equal to m3x plus c3. When I getting like this 3 different lines, then the area of the triangle is given by half into the area of the triangle is given by half into modulus of sigma c1 minus c2 whole square whole divided by m1 minus m2. That means this part you have to split, you have to do summation. That will be what that will become how much means again c1 minus c2 by m1 minus m2 this one whole square plus c2 minus c3 divided by m2 minus m3 this one will whole square plus c3 minus c1 by m3 minus m1 this will whole square. This modulus is there. This is what the formula is telling. And if I have expanded the summation, so this is the area of a triangle where the lines are given in the lines are given in slope intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. So we have learned the area of triangle in different methods. First method is when intercept form is given, it is half into a into mod of a into b. When it is given in the general form, it is c square by 2 into a into b. And when the same thing is given in the form of rhombus, then it is 2c square by mod of a into b. When the triangle is formed from 3 lines, then it is given by del square by 2 into lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, where del is equal to determinant of a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Lambda 1 is equal to a2, b2, a3, b3. Lambda 2 is equal to a1, b1, a3, b3. And lambda 3 is equal to a1, b1, a2, b2. Then when the triangle is made up of 3 lines of the form of slope intercept form, y is equal to mx plus c, that is m1x plus c1, m2x plus c2, m3x plus c3. Then the area is founded by half into summation of c1 minus c2 whole square divided by m1 minus m2. That means you have to expand that summation. So this is what the different areas of a triangle using different line equations. Tomorrow we'll discuss on area of a parallelogram, area of a rectangle, and also we have discussed regarding area of a rhombus in different equations. Once that is done, there is one more topic. There is one more topic on just want to let you know what topic is there. Okay, let us see on what topics is there. That is one that is done. This is done. Tomorrow we will discuss on this one. Will be disturbing only. Once that is done, there is something called foot and image is there. Then centers of triangle is there. The centers of triangle is there. The centers of triangle is there. Then angular bisectors and perpendicular bisectors, equations of that one. Reflection in surface, these things are of advanced level. That once we start advanced level, that time we will do it. Optimization, reflection in surface, that is application type. That will, this one. All this we'll discuss. Number of triangles and number of circles. That is a 9 center. You remember 9 center circle? 9 center triangle and 9 center circle. That is what we will be discussing this one. What we discussed earlier itself. Here we will be discussing once again. So these are some more topics are there. And for your this week's weekend test, kindly go through the entire theory of straight lines. What we learned in the basics and what we learned now was, I think, basics also just now I taught you this time of the basics. I taught you slope, type of equation, everything, and so on. So you'll be getting simple, direct questions based on the concepts what you learned. Though you are not solved the problems, I'm trying to give simple questions what you have learned. If you know the concepts very well, different concepts what you learned, etc. So you can do it. So that is part of your test this week. So this week your test will be based on straight lines, basic questions, not even level 1. Very basic questions I'm giving to you. So kindly prepare well. I'm telling you in much advance. So kindly prepare well. Questions are ready. Just once I analyze the questions, once I finalize, I'll send it to Arun sir. So kindly go through. Though you are not for any problem, don't get frightened. Just learn the concepts from the very basics to start. Inclination, slope, then what is this called? Equations of line, then point of intersection. Then what we studied afterwards, we studied different afterwards. We are studying this one now, angle between the lines. Then now we are studying triangles and quadrilaterals. So we'll take one topic one day. Learn the very basic information. So that will help you. If you have solved the problem, at least you remember some formulas, some equations, some important points. Since you have not solved this week, you may find it difficult, but I'm telling questions are very easy. Straightforward questions. Just you have to apply the formulas or apply the concepts. You'll get the answer. So all the best. We'll meet tomorrow. Please go through whatever we discussed. If you want to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot. And one request, please don't share this one. This is our official, our academy's book. Actually, I'm not allowed to use anywhere. Since today I'm not prepared anything, today I wanted to prepare a PowerPoint. I couldn't do it when I was taking rest. So I request you not to share this any screenshot to any of your friends and so on. That is official of our institution. So thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
For class tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock. Do join. Good night, everyone.